So, Joel, I know I was telling you that there's an upcoming building that I have in your neck of the woods because I know you love it.
Where's my neck of the woods?
Wrigleyville.
That's right around the corner
was
from
that
where
a
my
setup?
wife. Yeah.
Oh my God, you're so wrong. 3 flat. So, $1,050,000.
Yep.
It's a true legal 3 flat with an unfinished basement. So
When you see these types of properties, you can get in, live in one of the units, and have the other 2 units pay for almost the entire mortgage, especially at that price point right there. You're blocks from Wrigley Field.
and that's something to be said about the location, right? Because a location like Wrigleyville, Lincoln Park, or Gold Coast, Old Town, what have you, you're always going to find lower cap rates. But of course, then you can sustain the market. So ups and downs really don't bother these areas because they're always healthy, especially if they're close proximity to like the park or the train. So
You know who else is healthy is our next guest that's here. We have somebody
Healthy?
in the house that's looking good. He looks healthy. It is the best tee-up. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
It's a
Tell everybody who
terrible
you are. It's so amazing.
he's not healthy.
Well,
Every
last-
time I see him, he's like boating and drinking. How is that healthy? Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking about you or Ken?
oh my gosh.
Right
Well,
out of the closet. All right. Okay.
How are you, Ken?
By the way, where's that single girl? Did she really give her phone number out? Like, is this recorded? Can
That
we roll that
happened.
back?
Yeah,
though?
we told her to stay put because we're gonna do photos after the show.
There
But I
we
think I
go.
should
All right.
text her now and be like, "Run."
Great. Well, then we'll invite her. We'll invite her to the
from
boat party then. So, yeah. So, how's everything going?
Things are really good.
Yep.
You come in all the time and give us great things, which is nice because in the city of Chicago, this show isn't just about having the real estate talk. It's making sure that we know what is going on, what is the scene, if you will.
Well, I love getting the real estate stuff because I followed the Steve Martin school of investing. It was how do I turn $1 million in real estate into 25,000 cash?
That's amazing.
Right? I did that in 2007, but now we're engaged in all kinds of fun stuff around the city. And it's the boat party weekend.
Oh.
So it's
Ooh, do share. Look at us. Yay.
Christmas in July.
Bikini time.
Yep. So about 20 years ago, a bunch of guys, including the founder of Chicago Scene, Ted Wyden, and a bunch of his buddies, Luke Canellis, and a few other characters, took about 15 boats and went out and tied them together, and they called it a party. And 20 years later, it's 500 boats and 10,000 people. It's the largest event on Lake Michigan every year, and it's a great time.
Wow, look at that. So are you going to be there, Joe?
We'll be out this weekend, the tying up. The weather's finally here in the city of Chicago, and it's just that's quintessential Chicago scene. For years, even when it wasn't the scene party, it was the scene party, right? Tell us what's going on this year with the scene party.
Yeah, so this year we've taken it, it's a Chicago Scene Boat Party weekend. Yes. And the objective is, I mean, what I didn't know before I moved to Chicago was there's an amazing waterfront to take advantage of. And I think I was a corporate traveler before I became a leisure traveler to Chicago. And I had no idea it was so nice down on the lake. And once you get out there and you realize it,
right.
It's I think an under-leveraged and under-promoted aspect of the city, right? So
that's what I love about Chicago, though, because one side you have all the metro, all the buildings, and it's a beautiful skyline, and then you have the beautiful lake, and the lakefront is just gorgeous, especially on North Avenue, that area, and even up when you get to Edgewater, too. It's just gorgeous.
If you're a fickle person, Chicago's a great place because there's a different experience no matter where you go, right? You can go neighborhood to
There's so many
neighborhood. There's different
pockets.
character in
So
each little
true.
spot. Yeah. So yeah, it's great. So the boat party's great. It's celebration of the waterfront. We want to really take this to the next level over the next few years, where it's a week-long proposition and just celebrating all up and down the waterfront.
Wow,
and
2 days on the boat.
2 days.
Are you spending the night there?
I'm not disclosing my whereabouts.
I know people to spend the night
I will
and
be
hang
in the
out
general
there.
proximity in
Okay,
some
whatever.
kind of condition, and that's as far as I'm going.
So if I wanted to get tickets, where should one
There's
go?
no tickets. You get
Okay.
on the boat, you head out, you tie up, and you enjoy the water.
Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
That's it.
I
Yep.
love that.
Yep.
Okay, excellent.
Yep.
That sounds like fun. Tammy,
So-
are you going to be there?
I'll be there.
You're like, I don't know.
Why is that a question? How's it a
Grab a
question?
cooler, get a basket, come on, and then join it, tie the boats.
Yep. So there's a couple new places too that there's the boat party out on the water, and opening up I think this weekend. It depends on all their certifications and inspections and so on. But it looks like Oak Street Beach Cafe will be
Oh, I
opening
love
up.
that.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Whispers.
Where is that, Olympia?
Whispers
Oh.
is what it used to, or Oak Street Beach is what it used to be, and it's Whispers at Oak Street Beach now. So
Oh,
the
right,
Whispers
South Ohio.
group, starting in the Gold Coast in Mariano Park in front of Gibson's and Tavern on Rush. So now they're opening up a new owner at Oak Street Beach, and it's called Whispers. That's right, Joel. And
Nice.
so that'll be fun. So if you're there, you can see all the boats at the boat party if you didn't get on one. And then at offshore, which is at Navy Pier, they've got a margarita festival this weekend too, so you'll be able to see it from there. Then of course, between now and the next time we meet here, there's Lollapalooza, which is, just the whole city goes mad.
the city
Just
goes
that little
crazy.
thing.
Yeah,
It's insane.
yeah, yeah.
Traffic galore. Well, I mean, we always experience traffic
Yep.
jams and all that.
Perry Farrell's project, and so it's I don't know what year it even is now. It's got to be 20 at least, right? And I had heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true, and I have to investigate it. About they release dragonflies into the air to get all the flies from all the mud that. Yeah. So if that's true, we're gonna have a dragonfly party at some point. But yeah, and then of course at the Godfrey, good friends. Neil Karski, who has Street Samaritans, it's a great charity. They have a charitable art event. And our own Soli Hijazi is one of the artists that's going to be there. And so that's Sunday. So that's a great event and supports a great charity with supporting the homeless.
Carla, he always comes in and gives us great things that we can actually get out and do. We know Lollapalooza's coming up, but sometimes we
Can I
don't
tell you
realize
I've
how
never
quickly.
been to Lollapalooza.
Oh, well, you're not.
It's all about the side parties, though. It's all about the satellite parties and the little private parties that you don't know about till the last minute that your buddy calls you and says, guess who's here? Right?
So if we need to find a place to go for the Lollapalooza weekend and also where to find the best place to park our boats, we contact you. So where do we find you? What are
Chicago
your
Scene
social-
Facebook page is
Just
where
that?
everything comes from. Yeah, that's where we put everything. It's just so easy and easy to spread out from there.
You guys are on Instagram too, though, right?
Yep. In fact, we have a different Instagram and Facebook account for every single neighborhood. So if you're in a neighborhood, put your neighborhood's name in front of the word scene. So if you're in River North Scene, and you'll find the neighborhood account of everything that's going on as the insider's guide of that neighborhood.
Look at you. So
Awesome.
Ken in the scene. We love it. Find him and he will be updating his stories.
Now, where's that girl?
Hopefully I can.
We got to let Ken get out of here because he's going to go chase somebody down.
This is true story though. I always kind of have to say, hey, Ken, focus right here. Oh, wait, over there, that person. That's what happens when you're like cool and hip.
Off the meds.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for coming in, Ken. I love it. Joel, seriously, there's always stuff to do in Chicago. That's why it's awesome to sell it because there's always something to do. When people are like, what is going on in this neighborhood? I'm like, everything.